hello to whoever's watching this. I had this thought in my mind that I've been thinking about for a while that I just had talked to someone about, coincidentally, like 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago. And I'm just gonna jump into it. What it is the storyline, which I would call how things happen or how things work. And I would say that, and this is my belief on it. This is my philosophy on it. I think that we all create this this dystopian world, I think, in our heads, where nothing ever works out for us. Where you miss that train and it's like, oh crap, like now I'm screwed. Or you don't get that promotion you think you deserve and oh, well, now I'm screwed. And what I'm saying is that it's all part of the storyline, and it's all bringing you to, I think that the best way to go about it, what it is, and you think that it's not bringing you to where you think you need to be. And and that's not true. We're constantly fighting against ourselves, and we're constantly going against, and we're constantly like destroying ourselves. Like you miss that train, or you miss that whatever, or you don't hit this, or you don't get that, and you're like, oh well, now everything's ruined, everything's screwed up, everything's just gone, just for naught. And what if we can like change that into, oh well, no, it's bringing me to where I'm supposed to be. What if we can change that? And I think the best way to do that is to, if you can structure your inner world, if you can structure your goals, if you can structure your objectives, if you can structure your daily chores, if you can structure the desires that you have for an individual, as the individual, the unique individual that you are, if you can structure your goals based on what you know you need, everything becomes different, and everything gets opened up, and everything changes. If you can say to yourself, let's say, like needs, let's say like things of fulfillment. Let's say a fulfilling job, not this job, not a job with money, not a job with that, not a job with these people, a job that's fulfilling, or a fulfilling purpose, let's say. A purposeful fulfillment that is from you, not from money, not from society, but from you. And if you can create a system in which I've been working on for myself, but for other people, if you can create a system in which, okay, regarding who I am, what system can I create every day? What system can I do every week to where I'm constantly working on finding a fulfilling purpose, i.e. job. And if you can work on that every single day, and if you can, or every week, you're at, and then nothing can go wrong. You might say, oh, that job didn't work out. I really wanted that. But how do you know that you're not supposed to get that job and that you're supposed to go here and meet a great friend? How do you know you're not supposed to work that job because it's going to fail in 2 years and you're supposed to go here so that you can make 6 figures? And if we look at the world that way, everything changes. Everything changes. Let's say, and I think a lot of it comes down to freedom. In terms of physical freedom, like fitness and movement and mobility. I think that a lot of it comes down to spiritual freedom, and I think a lot of it comes down to mental freedom too. And what I'm saying is, if we can make those physical freedom, mental freedom, and spiritual freedom, if we can make those things our goals, our 3 goals, and we can use what we know from ourselves, that are our inner desires, as like, let's say, conglomerates of those goals. And we can work towards those goals and structure our inner world off of those desires that are only benefiting us in the world that we've been given to accomplish these greater goals of mental, physical, and spiritual freedom. Everything works out. Everything works out. everything works out. Because you're no longer just riding a wave in some random motion that you're no longer just gliding through space and you're just like blindfolded and you're like, where am I? Like, it's hot, then it's cold. Then it's hot, then it's cold, then it's warm, then it's like freezing cold. Like, and you have no idea what's going on. You're not even in control of your life. But like I said, it's all the storyline. And if you can, and I think a great way to, and like I said, I don't want to repeat myself multiple times, but I have a tendency of doing that. But if you can say to yourself, this is all a storyline, and that as long as I'm chasing personal, physical, and mental freedom for myself, using desires, good desires, that not putting other people down, just innate, inherent, unique desires that are unique to me, that I have, and you're using those to chase after these 3 goals tirelessly, every single day, tirelessly, aggressively, and you say to yourself, as long as I'm trying my very best with who I am and what I am, and I am working tirelessly with these good things that I have towards these good goals, because these goals of physical, spiritual, and mental freedom, they're not hurting anyone. They're good goals. And if you, it changes the whole storyline. And everything is, oh, you know what? I don't know. Like, I missed that train, but it's not meant to work out that way. Because then life becomes fulfilling, and life becomes meaningful, and then life becomes fun. And what it is it's not about, and I think a lot of it is society, and I think a lot of it is money. And it's all about making the money, and, oh, well, I'm not on time. Well, you have your own time. That's what I believe. I believe that you have your own time. You're on your own little schedule. You're on like your own little like magical schedule. And you don't know how it works. And that'd be a whole other thing, knowing how it works. That'd be cool. But you have your own little schedule that we're not really. We have our own little schedule, the storyline, that we don't know how it works. And instead of being really negative about it, instead of being really pissed off, instead of being really instead of like just getting livid about it, how about we start to enjoy it? And I think everything would change. I think everything would change. I think our lives would change. I think society. I think everything would change. And if enough people can do that, maybe the whole world can change. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, I think that life, and I mean, we make life this miserable thing because we're all on society's schedule. We're all on society's time. We're not on our own time. And there's obviously a balance with that. You've got to, compromise with people and stuff like that. But if we can just get this idea of like our own storyline in our minds, then everything changes, and everything is like brighter, and everything is like more fun, everything's more enjoyable. And even if you're one who doesn't believe in God, or even if you're one who doesn't believe in the afterlife, or whatever it is, even if you're one who doesn't believe in this stuff, it's a better quality of life. Objectively, it's a better quality of life. It's would you rather, I mean, and it's to the point, and what I'm saying is, would you rather go through life being, oh, everything sucks, that didn't work out, Jesus Christ, like, this person's a jerk, like, they didn't treat me the right way, or they didn't this, or, would you rather go through life like that? Or would you rather go through life optimistically saying, hey, like, you know what, like, this guy's kind of a jerk, but I learned this, and, like, just gonna leave him alone. I learned this, though. I'm gonna use that next time. Or, hey, like, I missed this, or I missed that, and, like, well, you know what? I'm aware of what I missed, and that's pretty cool. Like, how can I use that for, like, something? Or, hey, you know what? Like, I was supposed to be there at 10, and I'm trying my best, but I don't know, I'm just not going to make it today. Like, it'll work out the way it's supposed to. And and the things that happen are magical. I mean, you hear about it every day. So-and-so Mrs. Train, like, meets the love of his life on like, local bus. Or so-and-so, goes to a new school and has no friends and ends up, like, whatever, making, like, 5 great friends and becomes becomes president of student council in high school, and there's all kinds of things that work out. And if we can change our minds and just look at the good and just reframe all of this stuff, life becomes objectively more enjoyable. So that's really all I have to say. And as always, I hope that it can make someone's day a little bit brighter. I hope it can make someone's day a little bit more doable. And yeah, if we can all change our minds towards that, I think that would change a lot of stuff. I think that would change life as we know it. So yeah.